Hi, I'm Helen and I'm a pastor here at Newtown Mission with a focus on creativity and justice. So I oversee the art centre that we have, Annandale Creative Arts Centre, as well as our weekly gatherings here on Sunday nights called Mission Nights. One of the things I love about Newtown in the inner west is that everywhere you look there's creativity just flourishing all around you everywhere you look. It's literally bursting onto the walls with street art, and there's a gallery on every corner, somewhere to hear live music, somewhere to do a dance class. So here at Newtown Mission and Annandale Creative Arts Centre, we too just want to celebrate creativity. We think it's God-given. So some of what we invest time in is helping people to flourish in their creativity, discover their creativity, and we also see that artists play, a special role in our world, in our community, in our culture, and we want to encourage that. People often ask me, why does the church invest in creativity in the arts? And I think that we do that for a few reasons. Firstly, that we really believe that God created people in his image to be creative, and it's part of our nature. We want to see people discover that and flourish in that. But we also see that when people participate and experience creativity, it's part of actually God renewing the world and the saving work of Jesus, that he's actually making all things new, and we actually participate that and get a taste of what's to come in the future. And so creativity is really important, with a sense of hope and taking us beyond this world, both in stirring beauty in us but also stirring in us new questions about what else is possible in this world. We have a number of beautiful old buildings on Johnson Street in Annandale. That is Annandale Creative Arts Centre, beautiful old chapel with a performance space, a hall that's been converted into a dance studio, a smaller space that's an art studio. And it's a bit of a creative hub, a creative home for a number of artists of different disciplines, independent artists. They're working as artists in residence, running classes, putting on performances, and the building itself is a resource to support independent artists to flourish. We have a collective of artists that are kind of at the heart of the place, and lots of creative projects are produced out of that group of people and their passions and their creative practice. One of the things we love to do is help people to discover what their creativity looks like and to flourish in it. Even for artists to go a bit deeper in their creative practice. So one of the ways we do that is we run the course called The Artist's Way, and people are welcome to join a group over a number of months, and we have amazing stories coming out of that, of people who've discovered a love and a passion for an art form they didn't know they had, or people who felt blocked in their art practice and they've reopened up that. And so an invitation to come and join Artist's Way. Every Thursday night we have a jazz gig called Johnson Street Jazz, where you can experience and listen to professional jazz, followed by a session called Free For All, which is a way of participating in an improvisation session that's open and accessible to everyone. At the heart of Newtown Mission is a passion for issues of justice. And so one of the things we do at Annandale Creative Arts Centre is we think about the intersection of the arts and issues of justice, and particularly about the important voice that artists can bring to conversations about justice. This manifests in a series called Creative Conversations, and we put out an invitation to artists of all disciplines to come and create around a particular topic. In the past that's been things like asylum seeker policy, climate change, equality for women globally, and we want to hear what artists have to say, the questions that they're asking, the way that they agitate conversation. So I encourage you to come and check out Creative Conversations. It's going to happen each year during Sydney Fringe Festival in September at Annandale Creative Arts Centre. We know that finding space can be a challenge for artists in the city, and so we really love to offer these spaces to artists to be used in different ways. If you're an artist looking for a space, we have performance space, classroom space, rehearsal space, studio space. Check out our website and put in an inquiry form and come and use one of the beautiful places at Annandale Creative Arts Centre. If you'd like to join us on a Sunday night, we gather at Newtown Mission Chapel at 5 o'clock each week and gather together for dinner afterwards as well. It's a fairly casual space. We meet on couches in the round. We always put something in the middle of our space that reminds us that we gather around the person and the work of Jesus and his saving grace. We'd love people to come along and join us then. When we gather here on a Sunday, we see the purpose of that is to help each other think about what it looks like to be followers of Jesus in the rest of our lives. So we will sing some songs together, we'll read the Bible together, we'll talk to one another, and we'll kind of spur each other on to be people that are following the ways of Jesus, which are radical.